Hi. Sorry about that. Wait. Yeah, okay, that's a bit better. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. So, where did we leave off last time? Well, okay, so we're back with Tailor Tells. In theory, we should be finishing up today because there is only four chapters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's only 4 chapters left of Neil's row. This is Neil. He used to have purple hair. He dyed it black. There we go. I probably have enough money to just carry on, but let's do some clients just so that we have a what do you call it? A little bit of recap. Let's see what happened last time. So last time, the main character was still a bit upset with Angela because she didn't give her a heads up or ask her permission. She just kind of invited her to the theater and dinner with Neil's parents and Neil under the guise of her being Neil's fiance, main character. That was what she had told everyone. And main character was not prepared for that. And she was a bit upset with Angela still. And her and Neil hadn't really talked since that night, which they did kiss again that night. But anyways, carrying forth, she decides to visit Angela to talk to her about everything. But Angela was very, very drunk. Very, very drunk. What color is that? Angela was very drunk, and main character was like, okay, well maybe I should come back a different time after you've rested and are more sober. But Angela kept trying to get her to like stick around and like hang out with her a bit. But it led to Angela falling because she was reaching forward but she reached but missed and kept moving forward, so she fell and hit her head on her coffee table and started bleeding. She had to be rushed to the hospital. She was gonna be okay. Neil came to check in on her too. Neil and the main character talk a bit, but then Neil's dad comes and is like, why are you disregarding your work? And then Neil shrinks down and listens to his father. And and then what happened? Later, main character is at her shop, and Neil's mom comes in. Because the thing is, Neil's gotten 0 time off of work. Neil's mom comes in and asks about their wedding plans a bit. And main character is a little bit awkward about it. But like she's feeling awkward because like this is a whole lie, and now she's talking to Neil's mom like she's planning a wedding with Neil. But she does ask, she's like, oh, by the way, could maybe he get some more time off of work because he hasn't been around much. He's been kind of tired lately. And it does. She's like, I'll try talking to his dad and we'll see what we can do. And it does work. Also, Angela decides that enough is enough and that she should go to rehab because she's been drinking a lot, and she didn't even remember it happening, like waking up in the hospital and them having to explain to her what happened. She was like, dang, I guess I should chill out. So she's gonna go on a trip. She told Neil and the main character that, and the main character was like, oh, we should get her a gift because this is really a good step for her, and we're gonna miss her, so we should do something nice for her and get her a nice little gift. So they go to the mall. Oh, they do kiss again. They haven't discussed it, but it does keep happening. It's like, what, 4 times? But anyways, they go to the mall to find a gift for Angela. And they run into Neil's mom. And it's a little bit awkward. Angela said she would tell Neil's parents about the whole thing, about the truth. She hasn't done that yet. So, you know, awkwardness ensues. But, also, they basically just have a mall date and get Angela a towel. And that might be everything. It doesn't look right. Is this a mint color? Can't be a mint color. It's got to be that first one. Something looks off about it. But the game's telling me that's correct. Okay, but I think that's everything. I think that's everything of note. I think so. I think that's the recap. I know I kind of stopped typing up the recaps. This is because I kind of forget, but also because no, it's mostly because I forget. But then it's like also I don't know how much of a recap I should be doing, because like if I type it all out, it's gonna be too much, right? In some cases. Oh, look at that belt. Isn't that such a cute little belt? I made it last time. Oh, I mean, like the belt shape is there, but I added the buckle and I made the color. But this outfit, I'm really vibing with this outfit. I'm really vibing with this outfit. I wish this was my actual outfit. Anyway, I guess we can carry on and start the first, well, I guess it's chapter 25. We can carry on to chapter 25 and, I had water today, for real. I remembered water today. But, just a little random note. Because I'm always like, oh, I forgot water. I have water today. There we go. Okay. I don't know. I always have jitters at the beginning. Oh, let me check to make sure all my mic stuff is on. Yeah, okay. On Saturday, me and Neil are outside of Angela's apartment. On Saturday, me and Neil are outside of Angela's apartment, and she's standing next to a taxi, loading in her luggage. Don't look so sad. It's not like I'm leaving you forever. I promise I'll be back, Pumpkin. Angela blows a kiss at Neil. Neil visibly recoils. It's not that. I'm more worried about the people you might drag into your schemes. Schemes? What schemes? I'm leaving it all behind me. Angela gives her widest and brightest smile. I pull out the present me and Neil bought for her and hand it over to Angela. This is from the both of us. We hope you take your time over there. Angela accepts the present. You're both so disgustingly sweet. It's giving me cavities. Quit it, you guys. She gives me a hug and I hug her back. Please don't do anything rash over there. Don't fool around with the pool boy, I joke. Angela shoots into laughter. Don't worry, I'll sleep with the bellboy instead. God. Neil rolls his eyes at us and crosses his arms. Just leave already and get back all better, he says. Well, since someone doesn't want me around, I guess I'll have to go now. I can't miss my flight anyway. Angela finally opens the door to the cab and sits inside. She rolls down the window to talk to us. Don't forget to water my plants for me, she says. All of your plants are made out of plastic, says Neil with a heavy sigh. Angela blows him another kiss. Thanks to the both of you. Thanks to the both of you. I read it right, yeah. I'm gonna miss you. See you soon, I say. Please don't do anything to warrant me being woken up at midnight because you got involved with law enforcement, says Neil. Bye, darlings. She turns to the driver and tells him to go to the airport. The car engine starts up and slowly the car starts to move down the street. By the way, guys, I forgot to tell Neil's parents that you two aren't getting married. My eyes widen, so does Neil's. Neil starts to run after the car. Wait, what do you mean? Oopsie! Angela blows a kiss before the cab finally turns the corner and out of sight. I stand there rooted to the ground. Angela! Neil yells out loud, but she's far too gone to hear it. I shake my head in disbelief. She pulled another Angela stunt, letting us know at the last possible moment that she didn't tell Neil's parents. And now we're still stuck in this pretend marriage sham. Angela will be gone for who knows how many months. She's definitely not going to own up to her idea and confess. What are we gonna do? I ask, turning to Neil. Neil displays a wide variety of emotions, mostly conflicted and worried. Murder her when she gets back, he suggests. Obviously, but what about right now? What if we'll have another run-in with your mother? Neil stuffs his hands into his pockets and kicks his foot at the ground, clearly frustrated with the lack of options. He walks back and forth on the sidewalk, thinking about the best course of action, until he stops in front of me and sighs in defeat. I'll tell them. He sounds so lonely that it breaks my heart, having to face his parents all alone, to clean up his cousin's mess. I feel like I can't let him fix Angela's mistakes all on his own. So I slip my hand into Neil's and give it a slight squeeze. No, we'll tell them, I correct him. Neil stares at me in disbelief, but then a small smile spreads on his face, and I can feel his fingers clasp around my own in return. He turns his head to where we last saw Angela disappear around the corner. All right, he says. That's what we'll do then. I lean my head against Neil's shoulder. Yes, we can take them on, together. At the very least, Neil deserves someone to be his moral support. We stand there, hand in hand, staring into the distance, relaxing in each other's company. It's your day off, right? I ask Neil, suddenly thinking of something. For once, yes, it is. Do you want to come over for dinner tonight? I ask him out boldly. Neil cocks his head to the side in response, but there's a relaxed look on his face. It doesn't seem like he's going to say no. Depends. How good are you at cooking? He asks instead. Are you insinuating I'm a bad cook? Whatever. I'm just gauging whether or not I'll get food poisoning and if I should order some takeout instead. I drop his hand, giving him an incredulous look. Are you worried that I'll poison you? Wouldn't put it past you. Fine, don't come, I say with a huff. Neil swiftly leans into me, his lips brushing over the tip of my ear. No, I'll come, he says in a low whisper before pulling back. He gives me an all-knowing smirk and then finally starts walking away from me, getting inside of his car. I watch him drive off, left behind with all kinds of thoughts. I asked him out for dinner, and Neil said he'll come. My heart is suddenly making flip-flops in my stomach. I take the apron off and stash it away somewhere. I don't pay much attention to the details at the moment. Oh, this is our first time seeing her kitchen. Gray. Okay. What color kitchens do you prefer? That is the question. I'm used to like darker kitchens, like the appliances being like a dark brown or like black. Neil's coming over any minute now, and I've been slaving away in the kitchen, preparing a really nice meal for the both of us. I may or may not have checked out some romantic recipes for two online. I even bought some red wine. I look at the bottle sitting on the kitchen counter. I quickly take a sip from it. I'm kind of nervous. I've never had Neil inside my home before. I mean, he's been to Nebula Spark. Well, me messing up the name I created. He's been to Nebula Sparkles before, but never in my private quarters. The dish is broiling in the oven right now. It's almost done. Something chicken and pasta. I can't even remember what I threw in there anymore. I've been too busy making sure everything else is perfect as well. Everything has been cleaned and set up to display a nice and cozy mood. I opted out of candles. That one seemed like I was trying too hard. It's dark outside, and I'm dressed up in evening wear. It's a habit that kind of stuck because Angela kept insisting I dress up whenever we'd have dinner together. Hopefully Angela's having fun at her destination right now. The doorbell rings, and my heart jumps inside my throat. He's here. Quickly I check to see if my outfit and hair looks good, and I buzz him in. I can hear footsteps walking up the stairs, and I open my front door to let Neil in. Good evening, Zora. Neil greets me in a soft voice. Hi, I stammer out. I don't know why I'm suddenly all tongue-tied right now. Neil casts his eyes towards the ground. You look nice. I can't tell if he's forcing himself to say that or if it's a genuine compliment. Either way, it embarrasses me because I definitely wasn't expecting that. So thank you, I managed to reply. I step aside to let him in. Dinner is almost ready. Just let me serve it. Please take a seat. I leave Neil in the living room to fetch the casserole dish out of the oven with my oven mitts. Balancing the heavy dish in my hands, I make my way over to the dining table. Neil is already seated, keeping uncharacteristically quiet. His eyes follow my every move as I scoop up some of the casserole and serve it on his plate. When I finish with my own plate as well, I take a seat opposite of Neil. We haven't seen her dining table before. We've seen her living room, but I think this is our first time seeing, it's right next to her dining table. Oh, wait, shoe, what button was it? Look, the chairs have little ribbons on them. That's cute. Green and pink. Green and pink, you say? Green and pink, you say? Enjoy, I say, feeling a bit awkward. Shoot. I forgot to put this on Do Not Disturb. Sorry, 1 second. I'm back. Okay. Neil takes the cutlery and eats his food like a perfect gentleman, just like he did when we went out for dinner at that fancy restaurant. Have you heard anything from Angela yet? I try to fill up the silence. I don't think she cares much for keeping in touch, so don't expect her to say anything until a week or so has passed. Oh, I was just wondering if she arrived safely, that's all. Neil takes a napkin next to his plate and dabs it against his lips. She arrived in one piece, he answers, smiling slightly. He does that a lot, actually, smiling when he's talking about Angela, even though she can be quite a pain. Which brings me to my next question. Have you figured out how you're going to tell your parents we're not really getting married? Neil stays quiet for a long time, doing nothing but munching on the casserole. It's excruciatingly slow. I'm going to talk to them directly. He lets out a deep sigh. It occurs to me that I can't keep relying on Angela to do her part, so I'll be honest to them myself. He looks up from the table. He looks up from the table to me, his golden eyes gazing into my own. And I would like you to be there too. He sounds a bit hesitant, like I'd say no. Of course, I stammer. I'll be there. I won't let you face them on your own. Neil's body relaxes and he gives me a genuine smile. I've never seen him with such a kind expression before, so I avert my eyes from him, finding myself a little breathless. We eat together in silence for a bit, but it's not an awkward silence, so there's no tension hanging in the air. For once, I'm silently enjoying Neil's company, and I've never thought I'd live to see the day. Neil clears his throat. It's all right. What is? The food. It's edible. I cock him an eyebrow. Are you complimenting my food? Neil turns his head away, his cheeks turning pink. Perhaps, he utters shyly. I lean both my elbows onto the table and give him a confident smirk. Neil's complimenting me, and he's being adorably bashful about it. It's not the best compliment in the world, but coming from Neil, it's probably the most earnest he can be. Oh, come on, at least compliment me for real. Put some effort into it, I tease him. Neil tries to glare, but his cheeks stay pink, making him seem rather harmless and cute instead. Your home cooking is adequate enough for my exquisite palate. I sigh. Why all the fancy words? Can't you just admit you like it? Neil looks conflicted. I like it, he mutters softly. I'm glad I invited him over for dinner. Otherwise, I never get to see such a side of him. He's being so complacent for once, and not giving me any snarky responses. It's almost like that time at the masquerade when I thought Neil was some flirty stranger. Remembering that just makes me realize that Neil is capable of showing a nicer side of him, to even be able to hand out compliments without doing it through gritted teeth, to be able to actually converse with me. It's a strange thing to sit here eating a meal with Neil and we're both being civilized. Perhaps this is how things could have been like since the beginning, if he weren't such a jerk about it. After all, we met when we were kids and got along just fine back then. A flirty and kind Neil, which makes me immensely curious about something. As Neil starts to drink, I start to wonder about his actions at the party. So, about that flirting at the masquerade ball, I start. Neil spits out his drink and starts coughing soon afterwards. After a few deep coughs, Neil quickly wipes his mouth with a napkin, trying to regain some of the dignity that he lost by coughing up a lung. Oh my gosh. He shifts his eyes to the right, then to the left. I don't know what you're talking about. At first, I thought it was an act. That night at the ball, I started to explain. The way you treated me like a human being and how you kept on flirting with me. Once I knew it was you, Neil, I thought it was all fake. Neil starts to slowly sink into his seat, which he seems to do whenever he's put on the spot and feels embarrassed. I spent quite a while thinking it was all simply a huge prank you played on me. You couldn't possibly behave like a gentleman like that. Neil narrows his eyes at me, seemingly offended. But it wasn't, right? I push on. You weren't acting, were you? This time he shrinks even further and fidgets uncomfortably in his seat. No, he begrudgingly admits. Neil looks slightly embarrassed, and it's making me smile to know. I'll start over. Neil looks slightly embarrassed, and it's making me smile to know he's like this. It's nice to know he's admitted to it, that it wasn't an act after all. I guess it's something I wanted to hear coming from him personally, that it wasn't all fake, that the things I felt back then, they were real. Neil was real. I'm starting to understand my own feelings a little bit better now. That means you were genuinely flirting with me, I point out with a smirk. Neil bites down on his lips, his cheeks now glowing pinker by the second. So cute. I can't help wanting to tease him a little bit. What did you say to me again? I feign innocence. I look dazzling? Jackpot. Neil turns bright red and there's this indignant expression on his face, like a petulant child that got caught red-handed stealing a candy and he knows he can't deny it. I thought I came here to eat dinner, not to endure a barrage of crude questions. Neil speaks fast. Crude? I repeat with a laugh. It's crude to question you? It is when you're alluding to some things that never happened, he mumbles. I'm not alluding to anything. It did happen. Don't try to deny it. Feeling quite satisfied with myself, I smirk at Neil. Admit it. You were straight out flirting with me. Neil huffs and turns his face away from me. He places his fork down, then stays eerily quiet. As I'm about to open my mouth to prod him one more time, Neil cuts me off, finally looking at me again with this determined yet guilty look. And what if I was? He says in an irritated tone. It is not a crime. I'm a bit taken aback by how... I'm a bit taken aback that he so readily admitted this, and I think I feel my heart skip a beat. Oh, no, of course it isn't a crime, I say quickly. I feel a bit flustered. I was supposed to be cornering Neil and teasing him about it, but it kind of backfired on me. I didn't expect Neil to be so honest all of a sudden. I take my elbows off the table and cast my eyes down towards the hands in my lap. I don't know what to say to Neil anymore. Did you hate it? Neil asks. Did you not want me to? My eyes focus on Neil, and his face is turning away again. He looks embarrassed still, and it probably mimics my own expression as well. I quickly pick up my fork. Nope. No, I wrote that in the wrong order. I quickly pick my fork back up again and stuff some food in my mouth so I don't need to give an immediate answer. No, I did not hate Neil's flirting. In fact, I quite enjoyed it before it was revealed it was Neil. Afterwards, I felt disgusted. But so many things have happened in between, I'm not disgusted anymore. I've come to terms with it. No, I didn't hate it. And I still don't. There's a speed to the text, isn't there? I shake my head. No, it's fine. In fact, I wouldn't mind if he did it again. Actually, if I'm being completely honest with myself, I want a whole lot more from Neil than simply flirting. More and more, I'm starting to grow these intense feelings for him. Then I don't want to hear any complaints if I do it again. Neil crosses his arms onto my table and leans his head on top of it, hiding half his face away from me. Wait, again? Did I get that right? Does he want to kiss again? I mean, you guys. I still vividly remember that time in the boutique, or when I told him goodnight. It's embarrassing to think about, but I definitely want this to happen again. Does Neil want it too? I'm too embarrassed to ask out loud. Are you saying you'll flirt with me again? And perhaps more intimate things as well? I suddenly feel Neil's fingers reach out for me. He's stretching his left arm across the table, the tips of his fingers brushing over my own. It's soft and hesitant, as if he's asking for my permission first. I feel my face burn with a blush, so I look away from him and drop the fork in my hand. Then I ever so slightly stretch out my index finger to hook it around his own. Neil lets out a raspy breath of relief before he clasps his entire hand around mine on top of the table. A warm glow emits from his hand, filling up my entire body with butterflies. We're only holding hands during dinner, yet my heart feels like it's about to explode. It's like we're doing something with a hidden meaning, a deeper meaning. We eat our dinner mostly in silence, but Neil holds onto my hand the entire way. After we finish our dinner, Neil helps me clean up with the dishes without a word. I think I added an extra with in that sentence. After we finish our dinner, Neil helps me clean up the dishes without a word. Yeah, there we go. The tension in the air There's a tension in the air that's thick, but not completely uncomfortable. It's a bit exciting, yet terrifying, not knowing what's going to come next. Neil held my hand all throughout dinner. And we've just about finished cleaning the dishes when I notice that Neil has got a stain on his tie. "Oh, you dirtied your tie," I point out. Neil frowns but looks down, touching the fabric with his fingers to where the smudge is. Probably gravy. I hold back a giggle as I imagine Neil as a messy eater. "Take it off. I'll throw it in with my laundry." My eyes track all of Neil's slow movement as he closes his eyes, brings a hand to his throat, and starts to loosen his tie. The fabric slides through the collar of his shirt as he pulls on one end. It feels a bit sensual, looking at him take off his tie. Neil opens his eyes again, looking at me with the tie in his hand. His shirt is now loosened around his neck, showing some of his collarbone. I lick my lips. I feel a strong urge to open another button of his shirt so I can see more. "You know how liquid interacts with fabric, right?" says Neil, quoting something I told him a long time ago. He shoots me this smirk, and it's a little embarrassing realizing he actually remembered what I said. Back then, I spilled a cup of coffee on his shirt and said something about liquids interacting with fabric. I guess this time I could finally repay him for it by cleaning his black and gold tie. I take it from Neil's hand, our fingers touching slightly. My fingers linger on the inside of his palm before I pull back completely, keeping the tie close to my heart. "Don't buy a new one this time," I point out. "I'll clean this one, for sure." "Don't forget to give it back to me." Neil flashes a genuine smile. He looks relaxed and at ease. My heart skips a beat. Seeing Neil smile like that is pulling at my heartstrings. It's too sweet. I don't think that's a word. Oh my gosh. I promise I'm wearing my glasses. It's beating as hard. It's too sweet, and I don't think that's a word I could have ever described Neil with. Yet here he is, in front of me, smiling warmly at me. The day I spilled coffee on him was a long time ago, several months in fact. It was still summer back then. How things have changed. So many things have happened in between. Neil has definitely changed. I have changed. "I want you to come to a dinner party with me next week," says Neil, disturbing me from my thoughts. "Huh? Dinner party?" I'll take you shopping for some appropriate clothes. It's a formal event, he explains. But I didn't agree to it yet, I protest weakly. Who am I kidding? I'm not going to turn him down. Ignoring what I said, Neil continues. It's mostly business associates. My father will be there, and we can explain the situation to him. Suddenly, rejecting his offer is starting to look more favorable. I don't exactly want to meet his father again. However, I know we must do this together. I did promise him. So, you're asking me out on a date? I muse out loud. Well, he is, isn't he? Even if it's because he wants to tell his father that he isn't engaged. Neil becomes uncharacteristically quiet, eyes lowered to the ground, and shuffling his feet around. I grip the tie in my hands tighter, anticipating his response. I suppose, he replies casually. I can't stop the blush from appearing on my face, so I look down to avoid Neil's sudden gaze on me. An actual date. He's asking me out on a date. Neil. Is up suddenly down and down suddenly up? The whole world makes no more sense. Really? I stutter. He shoots me a dirty glance. Do I ever lie to you? All the time, I answer quickly. You're never honest with yourself. Neil pauses for a brief second, huffing out loud, then taking a step closer to me. Fine, then this is me being honest, he says before wrapping an arm around my waist and pulling me close to him. Our bodies connect and Neil lowers his face to level... Our bodies connect and Neil lowers his face to my level so he can capture my lips with his. I don't protest at all, as I feel a warm liquid spread through my body. My eyes flutter closed, and I eagerly respond. Hi, how are you? Let's see. Thank you, I hope you are too. My eyes flutter closed and I eagerly respond to his kiss, something I've been dying to do all night long. I throw my arms around his shoulders, then wrap the tie around his neck and hold on to both ends so I can yank him down and prevent him from leaving my lips. At the moment, this is all I care about. Neil asking me out on a date, Neil kissing me feverishly. I want him so much I can't deny it. Neil takes his fingers into my back and sucks hard on my lips. Yeah, the game, I like the game. I get a little embarrassed sometimes, but I do think the way the game, is set up, and I think the stories are very interesting, and, characters are so full, people. I feel dizzy as the blood in my bottom lip starts to tingle slightly. Soon enough, we both open our mouths for exploration and my tongue makes contact with Neil's. It leaves me gasping in pleasure. I missed this so much. One of Neil's other hands is now on my cheek, holding me in place as he plunges his tongue down my throat, swiping it across my hot tongue, sending shivers down my back. Yeah, on Mondays I play Our Life, Beginnings and Always. That's currently the other game I'm playing. And then I'll figure out more to try as I go on. I have a couple options, but yeah. He briefly parts my mouth, only to take in a deep breath before slamming his mouth onto mine again. I push back against his tongue, swirling it around his, liking the sensation I get from it. Neil's fingers now travel from my cheeks down the side of my neck, and I can feel the hairs on my neck stand up straight with goosebumps. Neil pulls his tongue out of my mouth and instead slowly licks my bottom lip. He removes his hand from my neck. My eyes open again, suddenly feeling a little cold without his hand there. Finally, Neil stops kissing me completely. I look at him, my eyes staring into his golden ones. Addicting, he whispers breathlessly. That simple word makes my heart throb more than the kiss made me feel, and I immediately break eye contact with him. Realizing what he's just said, Neil tenses up and he quickly lets go of my waist and takes 2 steps back, the tie slipping off his neck that I've been keeping there. His head is turned away from me, but it's not like I can look at him right now either. Oh, the character? Yes, I did make that myself. Addicting? He thinks I'm addicting? Thank you for saying that she looks great though, by the way. My cheeks are flaming hot right now. I'm going to head back to my home now, Neil says with an uncharacteristic stutter. I sheepishly nod my head. Sure thing, let me walk you out. I walk Neil to my door, both of us keeping silent. I don't really know what to say. Neil turns to me, still not quite looking me in the eye. Tomorrow, I'll contact you about the dinner party. Have a good night, Zora. Yeah, it is. It's a PNG. Thank you so much. I use the Adobe Tube to help it move the way it does. But yeah, I drew the pictures. You too, Neil. Neil finally leaves my home, and I feel relieved yet lonely at the same time. Why did Neil have to go ahead and say something like that? It messes me up. First asking me out on an official date, then saying I'm addicting. Not like his kisses aren't messing me up either. I touch my lips, savoring the feeling from before with Neil's lips on mine. Addicting. He sure is addicting too. Important client request. Alright, let's see if we have everything needed for the client. I don't think I have those sleeves. I typically stream Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Whoops, wrong button. Shop. Okay, so I don't think I have the sleeves that they need me to have for the dress. Yeah, it's this one. Does it? Yeah, okay. Okay, so usually I like to do 3 outfits beforehand because you get bonus experience when you do the 4th one. So I will start here with the Sarina. And yeah, this is another feature I really like in the game. I just feel like the clothes making aspect really I'm a fan of. Oops, I forgot. This isn't the collar, this is the base. So it'll be yeah. I've gone all silent. I'm like, what do I usually talk about? But yeah, where I am in this game, I'm almost done with this route here. Oh. Well, currently I'm not entirely sure how to do that. But maybe eventually I can try. Yeah, I know that there's like programs that like people would use, right, for like doing like what do they call it? Usually people do like V-tubing, right? For me, I just did the PNG tuber because it's more it's in my abilities, but also more of like what I have access to at the moment. What? Is that right? Oh, I don't have the collar right, but I have that right. Okay. The color pattern's not right? Yeah, the color of the pattern. Whoops. And I do it again. Yeah. Let's see. I can't tell. Oh, maybe that's a green. There we go. That was a green color. Oh, I guess, can I ask what it is? Oh, that's exciting. This is a neutral gold color. Yeah, it's that neutral gold. Then we need the ribbon. Yeah, I think this is like that purple. Yes. And then we have, okay, I see what's going on here. So we have, I'm not sure what kind of top it is. I can't tell what kind of top the shirt is here, but I can figure out everything else, and maybe that'll help me figure it out. Oh, I guess it was just that one, the base one. It's a little bit lighter green than that. So we will go, it's this one, it's this green. Okay, and then I should make more clothes. The clothes making aspect is really one of the cool parts about this game. I think I do have everything. I actually didn't, do I have that pattern? That's what I should have checked. I thought I did, but I guess I'll find out. I shouldn't have backed out. I'll find out if I have that pattern. I think I have that pattern, but I didn't actually check. Let me see real quick. Do I have? No, I think I gotta go buy that pattern. Okay, well, we will go buy the pattern because I probably have enough for it because it's probably not that expensive and I make good money. Silly me. Is it this? No, it's this one. Sparkly scallops. I guess while I'm here, I might as well buy some more sleeves because these are, do I have everything? Jackets. Oh, let me get this. Okay, I don't have the most money right now. Is there like can I ask your rates and maybe like get back to you on that in a little bit? Clients. Well, now I won't get the boost because I didn't do 4 in a row. So let's go back. I kind of like this. Let's make this one. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take a look at your stuff. Yes. Zipper. Well, I can't tell what pattern's on here, but it is not. It's not black. Okay. I'm a really. What? No, that's not quite it. Is it just the stars? I keep. Yeah, okay. Do you have, I know I only have like, okay, I do have a Discord, but do you have what do you call it? Tumblr? Or no, cuz I haven't fully used my Discord for talking to more people yet. Right now I just have like a personal Discord. What shape is that? What design? Oh, it's this one. But it's like a dark color. There we go. But then I don't have the right base color for the zipper. Is it? Just clicking through the colors because I have partially given up on figuring the color out myself. Okay, I'm not the best at using Discord is all, but we can try it. Yeah. What color is this? Oh, do I not have yeah, I don't have either color right, and I don't have the pattern right. Why can't I figure this out? Wait, I don't have the pattern right? That looks so much like it. Okay. Okay. Okay, I will. Okay. And yeah. Okay, I think I'll do this one color at a time and just keep checking. Cause I don't think it's this gray color. Oh, it is the gray. So, no, I have the item right, I don't have the color right. So I'll just have to go back and forth because I am very at a loss for this color here. What is this? This is like it's like a dark color, so it's gotta be. It's gotta be. Oh, okay. It's this dark blue. So if it's this deep blue, I've got to figure out what pattern this is. Okay. Okay, hold up. Sorry. Ah. Okay, I have the color for that. I don't even know what color I'm on. Oh, they're the same color. That's the tricky part. I should be double checking these. Oh, I had the pattern, but the color was wrong. Is that it? Definitely had a check mark a moment ago. Hey, shoot, what was it? Ah! Okay, let's... Is it dots? Okay, I gotta start over again. I don't know what I'm doing. I could have sworn I had something marked. Maybe I was looking in the wrong spot, but I could have sworn it had one of these. Oh my goodness. Oh, I found the pattern. Oh yeah. These look great. Those look great. Okay, now I gotta find the color. Ah, shoot. I keep doing this. I get tripped up sometimes with the, is it that one? Wow, that took me longer than it probably should have. That's a cool design. These, this is a brown. This is a brown, I can tell that much. Okay, I think hang on. I think that's another brown. Yeah, and then this should be fireworks. Yeah, there we go. Okay, one moment, and I will. Let's try to make this dress. I'm wearing the wrong shirt. Yeah, it's this one. And I always mix it up. I don't know which one's the pattern color and which one's the I guess I'll find out in a second. Okay, this we're looking for the scallop, and it's definitely the other way around. This should be the brown color, and the base should be the yellowish color. Or is that another neutral gold? No, it's the yellow color. Cool. Yeah. Oh, I need to switch over to the skirts. My brain blanked. I was like, where are the skirts at? They're right here. Okay, so this one was yellow, this yellow. And then we need the scallop design. This, what do you call it? The shimmering, sparkly scallop. And it is in brown, I guess. I was looking for the waistband earlier. That's what I meant by when I was looking for the skirt. So I was like, where's the stuff I need for that? And there we have it. Okay. And we can carry forward with the next chapter. Yeah. We have about 3 chapters left. We got this. We will finish today. I sighed to myself. Waiting for Neil to come pick me up is making me feel on edge. I'm also growing impatient because he's 10 minutes late. A week ago, he invited me to some dinner party and offered to take me shopping for it. He insisted on buying me a dress from an expensive brand. I'd rather make one myself. I think that Neil either wants to impress his associates or he secretly wants to spoil me by letting me shop to my heart's content. It's probably the former, but I wish it was the latter. That said, I do enjoy shopping and looking at other people's designs, especially since I haven't gotten the chance to do it in a long time. I shall enjoy myself. Another 10 minutes pass, and I sigh once more. A dark car pulls up outside my boutique. It's Neil. Quickly, I get inside. Hey, I greet him. You're late. Good afternoon. I got held back at the hospital for a bit, so I couldn't come straight away. I apologize for the delay. Oh. I didn't expect His Majesty to apologize for being late. I guess Neil might actually have some manners after all. Shyly, I look away from him and stare out the window. The fact that we're going on a date makes me even more shy. It's official. We're going on a date. Neil admitted it himself. My stomach feels restless as butterflies keep flying around and bouncing off the edges. Come on, Zora. Relax. No need to feel self-conscious. Have you heard anything from Angela yet? I decide to ask.
Huh.
She is enjoying the Caribbean sun. Neil pauses for a bit, topless. She made sure to point it out. I giggle. I didn't expect anything less from her. I hope everything goes well for her over there. It sounds more like a resort than rehab. As long as it gets her to pull through, I'm fine with her going to a 5-star resort, lying around doing nothing. That's true. It's all about Angela's recovery after all. I wish nothing but the best for her. Soon we arrive at one of the more expensive streets in the city, and Neil pulls up to the Cornier store. Ah, Cornier, the same brand as the shirt I stained when we first met at the coffee shop. It hasn't been such a long time, more than half a year now. I look over at Neil, studying his features, those same golden eyes that once fearfully stared back at me when I met him when we were kids. After all this time, how does he look at me now? Oh, I didn't read that line. I apologize. Neil slowly turns to me. We're here. We both get out of the car and go inside to the store. I'll be honest, I've never been to one shop around much for expensive brand name clothing. But I'd rather waste my money on new fabric than on something someone already made. That said, I'd love to have a fellow designer make me a custom-made piece in the future. My fingers trail the clothes, hanging on the racks as I explore the inside of the shop. Neil's immediately greeted by one of the store employees. Mr. Forrester, lovely to see you again. Would you like a cup of coffee? Neil gives a curt nod. Bring me some of your best evening dresses available. I'd like my date to look stunning for our dinner party tonight. Whoa, he may not have said those words directly to me. My cheeks are burning with a blush regardless. He sounds so composed and eloquent. I'm not used to this. Neil looks at me with a smug smile on his face as he sits down on one of the couches. Neil looks at me with a smug smile on his face as he sits down on one of the couches. Right, the fierce and kind options. There hadn't been one yet in these chapters. We're doing the all kind route, but I will read the fierce option either way. So fierce, she says stunning, with the question, and then kind, shyly look away, which is what we were doing. I feel myself grow shy at his stunning comment. So, did I read everything? Alright, so I look away, unable to stare at him without feeling my blush get stronger. Why is Noel saying things like this all of a sudden? He's so straightforward and doesn't hesitate to call me his date in front of others. I kind of like it. And the store employee is back with a cup of coffee, handing it over to Neil, who quietly sips it like he's royalty or something. Miss, please come this way. Would you mind telling me your size? While Neil's acting like royalty, I feel like I'm being treated as one, like a queen, fitting for his majesty, is it not? Ugh, am I really thinking about Neil's queen being, oh my gosh, I gotta start this sentence over, I can't read. Ugh, am I really thinking about being Neil's queen right now? Yeah. I follow the woman to the changing rooms as well as, oh my gosh. Give me a second, I can read. I just need a moment. I follow the woman to the changing rooms and tell her my size so she can quickly grab a few dresses for me to try on. She comes back, pushing a clothing rack in front of her, the wheels turning and squeaking softly. It's full of very impressive evening gowns, real corniers. The style is elegant and sophisticated. I can see why Neil would like this brand. The woman takes a navy dress from the rack and hands it over to me, ushering me towards the changing room. Neil is still sitting where he was, sipping his coffee. I look at Neil as I stand inside the changing room, and he's got a nice view of the show after all. Well, try it on, he says, encouraging me to change. I pull the curtain for some privacy and get undressed. The dress feels very smooth against my skin, but it's perhaps a bit too thin for this weather. I hope it'll be warm at the party, because otherwise I might freeze my butt off. Oh, it's got a really low scoop back. No wonder. It feels kind of sexy, this dress. I throw my hair back over my shoulders and quickly look in the mirror to see if everything is in the right place. I open up the curtain and see Neil looking up over his coffee cup, his eyes piercing right through me. Stepping forwards, I await Neil's opinion. He is the one paying for it after all. What do you think? Good enough? I ask. Neil lifts his chin, letting his eyes wander all over me, inspecting every inch of my body. It feels like he's undressing me. Turn around, he says. Not feeling up to respond with something snappy, I do as he asks, to let him see the open back of the dress. Try another, he says with a dismissive tone as soon as he sees the back. Oh, you don't like this one? I kind of like it. It makes me feel pretty and sexy. Maybe Neil doesn't want me to be. It's February. She needs something a bit warmer, Neil says, addressing the employee. You could always offer me your cape again, I joke. Neil's eyebrows raise, but then he flashes me a knowing smirk. There's more than one way to warm you up, Zora. Not super suggestive, especially with that look on his face. I find myself blushing yet again. Quickly grabbing a dress from the rack and pulling the curtain behind me. This is so weird. Neil's being so bold and it's leaving me a bit flustered. I feel like kissing him again. I strip out of the navy blue dress and pull on the other one, the sparkling gold one. It's strapless, so I take off my bra and then slide inside the soft fabric. Not quite being able to reach the zipper myself, I hold up the dress with my hand so I can check myself out in the mirror. I choose it without looking, but it's actually really pretty. It's a sparkly golden scallop pattern. The sparkly golden scallop patterns are giving me some ideas for my own designs. I reach behind my back to zip it up, but the last part seems to be struggling. Sighing, I peek my head outside of the curtain, my eyes locking onto Neil. Neil, can you help me zip this up? I ask him. You would usually ask the store clerk to help in a similar situation, but after Neil's comment from earlier, I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to be close to him. Neil deftly puts his cup down and walks over to me. Looking calm and composed, I make room for him as he enters the changing room, then turn around to show him my back. It feels cramped with the both of us in here. I can sense Neil so close behind me. His presence is making me remember all the other times we were this close together. I grab my hair and brush it away from my back. Here, I whisper, showing the exposed zipper. I'm feeling a little exposed. Neil takes a step closer and his fingers touch my bare skin. His touch is hesitant. I can feel him tremble a little as he fumbles around with the zipper. He's nervous. Good, then I'm not the only one who feels this way. The sound of the zipper rings in my ears, and I'm almost sad that I no longer have the excuse of needing his help anymore. Neil doesn't leave right away, lingering around as he gently places his hand on top of my shoulder. I take in a sharp breath as his fingers move closer to my neck, brushing away my hair. It tickles, but it feels good. My skin prickles when Neil brushes his hot lips against it, before finally planting them down on the side of my neck. "Neil," I gasp, squeezing my eyes shut. I take in a deep breath because it feels like Neil sucking out all of my oxygen right outside. It doesn't seem to deter Neil, and if I'm being completely honest, I don't want him to stop kissing my neck either. It feels too good, like a craving I didn't know I had that's finally being satiated. I surrender to myself Where'd the line go? Oh, okay, wait, I have to click this again and it'll appear. Yeah, I forgot I made the font really big, so that technically would probably have been one bubble, but I made the font bigger. I didn't know I had, it feels too good, like a craving I didn't know I had, that's finally being satiated. I surrender myself to this addicting feeling. The longer Neil stays on the same spot, sucking all the blood towards the surface, the more he makes my mind spin. It's like he's determined to leave a mark behind. I throw my head back and arch my body against Neil's as his lips continue to keep a hold on me, submerging me with so many desires I feel like I never wanted him to stop. With a soft pop, he finally releases me. I breathe out, feeling myself shaking all over. "Are you going to turn around?" His breath is right near my ear. His voice is way too sexy at the moment. Slowly, I turn around, my body rubbing against Neil's. Then we're finally face to face, literally. Neil bumps his forehead against mine, and his eyes are closed. So are mine. He says nothing. I can only hear him take large breaths, a steady rhythm that seems to calm my nerves down and make them go out of control simultaneously. After a couple of long seconds, Neil pulls away from me, his eyes now fully open and alert, looking me up and down. I feel naked despite wearing a dress, naked because my face is betraying everything. My lustful look, the blush on my cheeks, everything is evidence that I want him. I shyly touch the spot he kissed. It feels raw and it stings a little. Neil flashes me a genuine smile. I like this one. I lick my lips and look away from him as the word "like" echoes in my head. I wanted him to say he liked me, not the dress. "I like it too," I reply. Why does this feel like a confession? He extends a hand like a gentleman. Come on, let's find some matching jewelry. Taking his hand, we both exit the changing room. He calls the store employee over one more time. She quickly runs to the back to fetch some jewelry. As I sit there, looking all couple before I get off. That's the plan. As I sit there, looking at all the pretty necklaces and earrings, trying them on one by one, and taking in Neil, who's staring at me like this, I can feel something settle inside of me. Something that's been burning slowly, a gentle flame that's growing into a fire. I can feel its burn each time I catch Neil looking at me. I'm not stupid. I know what this feeling is. Whether my pride will allow me to give it a concrete name or not, however, is another matter entirely. But if Neil keeps treating me like this, slowly driving me crazy with his kisses, my defenses might crumble. By the time I've picked out my jewelry, I leave the store wearing the dress, since it's time for the dinner party. I'll admit, I'm not quite sure what to expect from this party. Neil's plan is to tell his father that we're not really engaged. When he'll decide to do it, I'm not sure. I'm starting to doubt Marcus really cares all that much, and the implications of Neil confirming that we are not romantically involved feels off. It's like coming clean about a lie, only to have another take its place. I know that telling his father will probably only anger him, while saddening his mother, who seemed genuinely happy for her son's engagement. Evelyn can at least rest assured that there is one person out there that likes Neil enough to pretend to be his fiancé. I like the wall here. I like the wall here. It's a nice wall. I don't know. The carpet is a little bit. Oh, these are the fancy people tables. They don't have chairs. You stand all night. There's probably a dining room, probably if it's a dinner party, right? I don't know much about these things. Nervously, I grab Neil's hand as we enter the dinner hall. I look over the sea of businessmen and women. They're all wearing impeccable clothing. Relax, you look fine, Neil whispers to me. I clench my fingers around his. That's not what I'm nervous about. There's a million other things on my mind, and looking presentable enough is not one of them. I do feel like €1,000,000, though. Let's make our round to greet everyone. My father isn't here yet. We walk around the room, greeting groups of people here and there. Neil is cordially welcomed by every person we meet, and each of them seems to respect him, shaking his hand firmly. Some of them are also interested in my person. When they ask who I am, Neil keeps repeating that I'm his date. Neil has a lot of connections. There's not a single person in this room that doesn't know who he is. Neil, what exactly is this party for? I ask him after a while. We've been greeting people since we've arrived here. Nothing important. It's a casual fundraiser. I'll need to give a speech later tonight. I can't wait to see that. Neil being all businesslike was sort of fun the last time I witnessed it. I wouldn't mind seeing it again. Neil smiles at me. I'll end it with a bang. Got something planned? I'm curious now. He leans in closer to me. He leans in closer to whisper to me. It's a secret. I wonder if he's gonna legitimately propose here. I wonder. Putting my 2 cents in so that if it happens, I can say I was right. That's what you gotta do when you have theories about things. Share them early on so that if it happens, you can say you were right. When he says it like that, it sounds like he's made up his mind about something. I stare at Neil, trying to figure out what he means by secret, but it's not all that hard to guess. It has to be something about him announcing we're not engaged, right? But does it really need to be in front of all those people? Wouldn't that also be really embarrassing? I'd be in the middle of it all. I might even look like the girl who got dumped, depending on how Neil words it. To be honest, I would rather he doesn't announce it in front of this many people. It was such a stupid lie in the first place. Neil, I start. Don't do anything stupid. I hope you know what you're doing, I end up saying instead. Neil chuckles slightly before grabbing my hand. Standing in front of me, he brings it to his lips, kissing it while never breaking eye contact. For once in my life, I know exactly what I'm doing. Don't worry, Zara. He slowly lets go of my hand. He's acting very much like a gentleman today. It reminds me of the masquerade ball when he was pretending to be a stranger. He acted like this back then as well. I guess Neil can be nice to me after all. I sigh, but smile at him. Okay, good luck then. Neil nods in my direction, smiling back. Thank you. Do you mind if I go to the bathroom? I realize I hadn't been to the toilet in several hours. Want me to walk you there? Neil offers. Well, that's okay, I can figure out where it is. I give him a confident smile. We part ways, giving me some time to think to myself as I ask one of the staff where the bathroom is. Once I'm done, I touch up my makeup before getting out of the bathroom. It's pretty quiet in the hallway. I can hear the murmur of the crowd beyond the walls. Neil's going to announce we're not getting married. His father will not like this, I'm sure of it. What will this spell out for the both of us? I can't help but feel rejected for some reason, despite knowing that it was all fake from the start. It's not like I want to marry Neil, but I can't deny that I have some very strong feelings for him. The engagement might have been fake, but the way I am around Neil is nothing but real. The things I feel, the way Neil has treated me today, nothing of this has been about us playing pretend. I sigh to myself. I can't really keep denying this, can I? What use is there in trying to suppress my emotions? I'm not stupid. I know what this feeling is. Behind all these chaotic uncertainties of what we are and what we're supposed to become after this, there is one thing I know for sure. I'm in love with Neil. When exactly has this happened? I don't know. It's something that has steadily grown inside of me after the masquerade ball. Especially as of late, I can't deny that I'm head over heels for him. I'm going to have to... Oh, I can read. I'm going to have a serious talk with Neil when the night is done. It's not wise to keep my feelings hidden. My head is so completely up in the clouds that I don't even notice the familiar man standing in front of me. Miss Keller. My eyes look up at the purple-haired man. That's Marcus, Neil's father. We're both alone in the hallway. He looks away from me. My son invited you here, didn't he? He adds a phrase. He does phrase it as a question, but I can tell it's more of a statement. Hello, Mr. Forrester. I greet him politely. Yes, Neil invited me to come along. Foolish boy. You have no business being here. This is about the company's future. Marcus sighs loudly. As always, I feel intimidated by his demeanor. He's treating me like I'm beneath him. I narrow my eyes at him. Neil is free to invite whoever he wants. I have every right to be here, especially since every person I've met so far had their wife or husband accompany them to tonight's party. Marcus's face twists into irritation. That is for me to decide. You may be Neil's fiance, but bringing arm candy along. That is for me to decide. You may be Neil's fiance, but bringing arm candy along to this fundraiser is completely out of line. Arm candy? My anger flares up. I'm not some stupid arm candy. Fierce, tell him off. Kind, excuse yourself and find Neil. Kind we go. I glare at the man, but keep myself from saying anything rash. If you'll excuse me, I need to get back to Neil. He's starting his speech soon, I say in a monotone voice. Without waiting for a response, I start walking off and leave Marcus behind. The nerve of that man. I'm so angry right now. Is this what Neil has to deal with on a daily basis? Getting belittled like this at every interaction? I finally enter the hall again. Neil standing in the far back and at the speaking platform, talking directly into the microphone. His speech seems to have already begun because he's right in the middle of a sentence when I walk back in. And that is why I'm stepping down from my position. I'm giving my 2 weeks notice. My eyes bulge out and my mouth drops open in shock. I'm being pushed out of the way, and I see Marcus rush past me. Neil continues to speak to the crowd as they start to talk amongst themselves. Mr. Jonas will be taking over my position and has already been notified. He will definitely make this hospital better than I could ever make it myself. Neil bows his head. Thank you, everyone. He steps down from the platform. Neil, Marcus yells out as he catches up with his son. What is the meaning of this? Neil completely ignores his father and his eyes scan the crowd. Finally stopping when he sees me, he starts to walk towards me. I'm so confused right now. Neil, explain yourself right now. Marcus keeps yelling at his son. Neil jogs up to me and he grabs my hand. Let's get out of here, he says with a smile. He's clearly enjoying this. Neil Forrester, you turn around right now, Marcus hollers. Gladly, I reply to Neil. Neil tugs me along and we're both heading towards the exit. Before we pass through the door, I turn my head around and look at Marcus, who's left fuming on the spot. I childishly stick my tongue out at him before we finally disappear from the room. I can't believe it. I said it. I can't believe it either. Has Neil lost his mind? Did you really quit your job? Very observant, Zora. Come on, let's go someplace you can't find us. As Neil says this, the doors open again and Marcus is walking out of them, along with a group of people following after him. Yikes. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Here we are, running, on the run to avoid being found, like when we were kids. We escaped the venue hand in hand. Hang on. Gotta check. Yeah, see. And then we'll do this one. And see, we're almost done. We're almost done here. I am a little tidbit behind, but that is okay. Yeah, okay, we'll just probably go to the next chapter. Of all places, we ended up at the playground where we first met. Hey! The stars are twinkling in the sky. It feels like we went back in time. Check for a second. Neil drove us here. He remained silent the entire ride, but there was an anxious smile on his face. I sit down on the ledge of the sandbox. It feels cold under my butt. So, why here? I breach the silence. Neil sits down next to me. The first thing that popped into my mind, and it's a place where my father would never come searching for me. You're gonna have to explain what happened. You were in the middle of your speech when I came back from the bathroom. It's not my fault you took too long in the bathroom, Neil says playfully. Neil, I say in a serious tone, let me know what is going on. Neil clears his throat. I stepped down from my executive position at the hospital, and I announced it to our staff members. You had this plan the entire time? Of course. I'm so confused. But why? I always thought you didn't have the guts to stand up to your father and quit your job. Neil glares at me, clearly offended by my comment. He's about to argue when I cut him off. What changed your mind? Well, I speculate that a lot of things did, he confesses honestly. Neil takes in a deep breath. As much as I hate to admit it, you're right. I truly didn't have the guts to quit this job, no matter how miserable it made me. Neil's sad puppy dog eyes clench at my heart, inexorably making me want to hug him. Angela's been trying to get me to quit for 2 years now. But I've never once considered it. I mean, how could you even think of quitting your family? Quitting your job doesn't mean you're quitting your family, I have to point out. After all, Neil definitely takes care of Angela. In my father's eyes, it definitely meant I quit being his son. Neil shakes his head. Can't believe I actually said it. I'm still shaking from the adrenaline. Neil holds out his hand in front of him, fanning at his fingers. They're shaking. Slowly I reach out for his hand and cover it with my own, intertwining my fingers with his. I give him a small smile, letting him know I'm here for him and ready to listen to whatever he has to say. I've always looked up to Angela, you know, he says, his voice soft. But don't tell her I said that. Her ego might explode, he warns me. I giggle in response. Angela would love to hear something like that. My lips are sealed. Sorry, I paused because I wonder if I'm going too fast for the video, because I know sometimes when I watch the playbacks it gets skippy. Okay, Neil continues. She's always been headstrong and courageous, while abrasive and impulsive. She would never back down nor abandon her loved ones. I figured that if Angela could face her problems head on, there weren't any reason for me not to be able to do the same. I never wanted to take over my father's position as CEO. I never cared about the hospital or all those boring business meetings. Each day that passed was identical to the previous ones, repeating the same pattern over and over again. Day in, day out, I lost my creativity, my meaning. There's no more color in my life. It was so monotone, almost as if everything was smudged together in a muddy gray. Thank you. Hydrating. He then huffs with a smile. The only bright thing in my life was Angela. She always knew how to cheer me up and how to make my life a little less miserable. You really do care for her, don't you? Like an older sister. Neil smiles to himself. Of course, I'm not going to deny that. You should tell her that yourself. Not a chance. I do not want to endure the multiple years of oh my gosh, I can read. Incessant teasing that would ensue if she ever learned about this information. Neil quickly shakes his head. I sigh loudly. There you go again, not really telling people what you really think. Neil says nothing, knowing pertinently that I'm right about that. He huffs once more and turns his face away from me. Truthfully, a lot of it has to do with you too, he mumbles. I raise my eyebrows in response. Me? I question. Not only are you an embarrassing childhood memory of mine, but meeting you again like this has simply brought me nothing but emotional turmoil. I draw in a sharp breath. Emotional turmoil? It's a very nice compliment, Neil. What do you mean? What in the world did I do? Everything. He stares at me as he pauses. His gaze is piercing me. And nothing in particular. You were a thorn in my side since the day we met at the cafe. Worst of all, you stuck to me like an annoying fly I couldn't get rid of. A fly? I puff out my cheeks, feeling completely indignant. And for some godforsaken reason, I didn't want to get rid of you. My chest glows with a steady warmth. Neil didn't want to get rid of me. I'm pretty sure I wanted to get rid of him when I didn't know him all that well yet. Does this mean you looked for me on purpose? Now, before you go insinuating that I'm some kind of stalker, you did leer through my shop window that one time, I point out. Neil huffs at my interruption. It wasn't until after you broke my watch that I, for some inexplicable reason, kept finding these excuses to see you. My eyes turn wide. I didn't expect him to admit such a thing. The fact that he had asked me The fact that he had asked for a blazer had always seemed a little weird to me. So did his invitation to the masquerade ball. Like inviting me to the ball? Neil bites his lip and shamefully nods his head. Maybe, he says with a cough. He peers through his eyelashes to look at me. He's acting so bashful all of a sudden, and hearing him be so honest for once makes me feel a bit shy. This is really embarrassing for me to admit, he says. He then asks a question that has probably been on his mind for a while. Why did you accept? I know he's referring to his invitation to the masquerade ball. I had fooled myself back then, saying I'd only be going to make connections, when in reality, I simply wanted to rub in Neil's face that my costume was better than his. I wanted to maybe knock you down a peg or two, I admit. Neil snorts. Lovely, so that's how you repay my generosity. Well, I protest, apparently you had ulterior motives too. At least mine didn't involve bringing you down. At least mine didn't involve ways of bringing you down. Should I remind you who concealed their identity and fooled me for an entire duration of the ball? Point taken. We both awkwardly say nothing to each other at the moment. Neil clears his throat again. Wait, is that something you were trying to do all this time? Do what? To bring me down a peg or two. I flush red. Not anymore. And that time, when you took our measurements, you kept touching me and prodding me and driving me mad. You did that on purpose, didn't you? Upon my lips, as I remember, it was making him uncomfortable to be touched by me, so I kept using an excuse to poke him again. You don't have the slightest idea what kind of effect it had on me. Neil's eyes glaze over shyly. Neil's eyes glaze over, shyly turned away from me. Huh? What does he mean by that? I know it made him uncomfortable, but it seems like he's hinting at something else. Do you know what it's like to have to hold yourself back even though someone keeps pushing your buttons? He leans his head against my shoulder, his eyes peering at me with a passion I didn't know of him. Having the woman I'm attracted to touch me so intimately. My heart starts pumping faster, and my face fills with blood at his words. Oh God, did Neil just say he's attracted to me? This is not good for my heart. I'm not the only one who's embarrassed, though. Neil's face is as red as the deepest sunset. There's a certain longing in his look. Neil nuzzles his face into my neck. They get so embarrassing. I wanted you so bad, he says softly. Oh boy, he keeps saying things like this, and it makes my knees weak and my heart beat erratically. I don't think I can handle more than this. I get so flustered around you. I didn't know what to do with these feelings. I still don't know. You've thrown me into a tizzy, Laura. I stare down at my lap, my cheeks burning bright red. The way he's still nuzzled in the nook of my neck is driving me insane. It's sending prickles down all my nerve endings. I didn't mean to tease you that bad, I admit. I felt like taking revenge because you were so mean to me all the time. Neil pulls away from me and bites down on his lip. I really, really want to kiss him again. Before looking down, averting his eyes. I'm a coward, he admits. Since the day I met you in your store, I simply kept running away. Every time I got overwhelmed by my emotions, I either lashed out or hightailed my way out of there. I didn't know what to do. He blinks slowly and turns his gaze, his golden eyes staring at me once more. He strokes my cheek with the back of his hand, causing my breath to get stuck in my throat. I wanted to be close to you. I didn't know how to. I ended up running my mouth off at you so you wouldn't notice how embarrassed I was. I'm pretty embarrassed right now, I admit shyly. Yeah, he breathes out as he lowers his head. Same. I look into his eyes, the golden orb staring back at me. My heart is beating wildly in my chest. I can't believe this is happening right now. You treated me nicely at the ball, though, I point out. Why is that? When you didn't realize it was me at the masquerade, I suddenly felt free of any expectations. I could finally act on my hidden feelings for you. I could be the way I wanted to be when I'm with you. And somehow I ended up kissing you. Neil lets out a shaky breath. Not once, but several times afterwards as well. I nod at him, feeling nervous about hearing it said out loud like that. Yes, we kissed, and yes, I spent many nights laying awake thinking about what it implied. I thought I was finally progressing with you. I felt like we were becoming closer, and then you told me to stop seeing you. Neil turns his face away, eyebrows furrowed, but his irritation doesn't seem to be directed towards me. I regret it. I sincerely apologize. It is true that I didn't want Angela to rope you into her eccentric plans, but more than that, it's simply because I was scared of where this could go. He looks at me again, his eyebrows still knitted together, looking worried sick. I mean, the more time we spent together, the more I could feel my feelings for you grow. He gently brushes his hair from my face, tucking the straight strands away behind my ear. I feel myself glowing hot. I have a hard time expressing what I really mean, so I'm going to say it now. Neil takes in a deep breath. I wasn't lying back then. You are dazzling to me. This is so embarrassing. It is a little embarrassing. And before my confidence falters, because this is taking me every ounce of courage I have, I really want to say, Neil presses his lips together, unable to finish his sentence. Then, in a swift act, Neil snakes his arm around my waist and pulls me close in a tight embrace. My face is squished against his chest. I can hear his heartbeat against my ear. Wow, it's going too fast. I cling to his back with my hands, not wanting to let him go. Neil's lips brush over the tip of my ears. It's making me shiver with pleasure. Neil swallows, and I can see his Adam's apple move up and down. I think I'm in love with you. Those words drain my entire body. My knees give way, and I collapse against Neil, who holds me firmly in his hand and arms. Those words, it's like I've always wanted to hear them, even if I didn't know it yet. He loves me. He loves me. His words echo in my mind repeatedly like a broken record. My mind feels like it's flying through the clouds. Please stay like this. I don't want you to see my face, he murmurs against my hair. Neil's trembling. I can feel him shake all over. I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels overwhelmed. I should probably say something as well. Say it again, I don't believe you. Neil huffs out loud, but it does nothing to stop the shaking. Like H, I will. You heard it once. It doesn't need any repeating. I press my ear closer to his chest, the thumping of his heartbeat filling up my head. It's so fast, I think it's even faster than mine. If you can't say it again, there's no way it can be true, I tease him. Shut up, I don't hear you replying to it or anything. This is all feeling very one-sided. I giggle nervously against him. He's right, I should probably answer him, because I love this jerk as well. I can't reply if you keep me squished against you like this. But then you'll see my face. And you'll see mine. Just a little while longer. That took so much courage and effort you have no idea. I may be hyperventilating right now. Neil, I say as I close my eyes, I'm not going to be one of those girls and run away with tears in my eyes. Neil's body shivers and he snorts in response. I don't need to be reminded of that right now. He finally relaxes his hold on me and I can pull myself away so that I'm face to face with him once more. Neil's face is flushed red. He awkwardly rests his hands on my arms as if he doesn't want me to leave. His eyes are avoiding mine, his lips pressed in a thin line. Looking at him is too embarrassing for me as well, so I look down at his chest instead. I should probably confess right now. Well, Neil says impatiently, take your time, it's not like I poured my heart out to you or anything. And I withhold my confession for a little while longer. If he's going to be impatient like this, I may as well stretch it out and torment him. What are you hoping to hear? I ask. That the stars aligned and the feeling is mutual? That my dashing personality won you over? Or anything at all? Neil says sarcastically. He's being kind of mean-spirited. Neil grips my arms tighter with his hands and sighs. He's still shaking. Sorry, I've never done anything like this before. He looks at me, still completely red. I'm a little scared. My hand reaches out to cup his red cheek and I smile at him. Are you afraid that I'm going to say I hate you? Neil's eyes lock onto mine. He looks so vulnerable. Yes, he admits. Places his own hand on top of mine, keeping it stuck to his cheek. He closes his eyes and nuzzles closer. Neil, I don't hate you, I whisper. Good, he murmurs. I lean in closer to him. I may have hated you at first, when all I knew from you was this pompous front and mean words. Neil looks shocked, but then turns his face into a grimace and he drops my hand. He trails off with the wine. I push my fingers across his neck and into his black hair, Neil struggling to look straight at me. He's so cute. Neil, I pause, finding it hard to say it myself as well. It's thrilling yet terrifying. I can understand why Neil said he was a little scared. Neil swallows, shifting his gaze back and forth from my eyes to the ground. I take the leap. I close the gap between us and kiss his lips. It's brief and innocent, and I part after only a second has passed. I'm in love with you too. I shyly press my face into his chest, embarrassed to look at him. Neil didn't expect me to cling onto him like that, so he loses his balance and topples over backwards with me following right behind him. The snow. I got confused for a second because I was expecting. I thought it'd be more zoomed out. Yeah, the snow. He lands right in the sandbox. Oh, it's sand. Well, there's probably still snow in the sandbox. Yeah, probably. And I fall on top of him, straddling him with my body. Neil's hair is all messed up and sandy, and his eyes are wide open. His hands are above his head, and my face is pressed against his chest. His heart is beating 1,000 miles per second. Neil doesn't move, doesn't even try to get me off him or shift into a more comfortable position. Instead, he continues to lay in the sand. Really? Neil manages to choke out. I nod my head against his chest. Neil seems to be speechless, but I'm feeling the same. It's February. I should feel cold, except I'm warm all over, like a fever spreading through my whole body. I think I might need medical attention soon if my heart won't stop beating this fast, Neil says with a snort. I like it, I murmur against his chest. I would never have imagined the day would go like this. I expected to hear Neil tell his parents that I was not really his fiancé. Instead, Neil stood up against his father and quit his job. Oh, and he's in love with me too. Neil's laughing nervously, which quickly turns into even Nil is laughing nervously, which quickly turns into an even bigger laugh. I finally sit up and remove my head from his chest. What are you laughing at? Nil places his palm against his forehead. Because yesterday I told my mother I'm not engaged to you. You did? And today I'm being a sap and confessing my love to my fake fiancé. He squeezes his eyes shut. I feel ridiculous, this whole thing is. Since I'm no longer your fake fiancé, what does that make me now? It takes a second for the interrogation to register with him, but when it does, Nil's eyes narrow, like if a switch had been flipped. He grips my arms and pulls me close to his body, then lifts up his own face from the sand. Mine, he states, then pulls me in for a kiss. Everything that I'm feeling pours out of me into the kiss. My desire for Nil, the longing I've felt all this time, and the strong undercurrent of love flowing through my body. I love this man, and I love the way he kisses me like it's the last night on earth. Woo! Woo! Nil's lips are trembling, but it doesn't deter him from being bold, and he continues to ravish my lips like nothing else matters. He enters... Ah! Sorry. They're doing it again. They're being embarrassing. He enters my mouth with his hot and devilish tongue, touching me in places that make me sigh. I feel like he's sucking away all of my oxygen. It's getting harder to breathe. Maybe he's actually a siren. I make bad jokes. Nil pushes me over so that I'm the one in the sand, and he scrambles on top of me, never leaving my lips alone. He dips his tongue back into my mouth, hungry for more. I eagerly accept everything and wound my arms around his back, pushing my tongue against his. My whole body feels feverish in this cold night. Nil briefly pulls away from my lips. Zora, he breathes out. My eyes are half open. I'm buzzing all over. My skin is tingling. I want Nil's lips back on mine. You guys are at a playground. I'm going to shame them. It's okay. I can read. Those are very simple words. My brain just blinked for a second. I apologize. I love you, Nil whispers. I push my arms down on Nil's body so that I can catch his lips with mine. I kiss them hard, putting every fiber of my being into it. I love you too, I mumble against his lips. Years ago, under the starry sky in the same spot, I met a young little boy who was scared of his parents. I became a hero for him. Today, I share the same sky with this boy again, but this time he's not afraid anymore. He's not afraid to go after what he wants. Nil plants kisses down the side of my neck. I want you, he says in between kisses. He's definitely no longer afraid to get what he wants. And what he wants is me. And I want him too. Good. It feels all surreal, and it's hard to believe, but we're in love. This is a night I'll remember forever. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's one Nil chapter left. Technically, I didn't get, there's variations to those last two I just did. But we are about to go into the epilogue. Them and their embarrassing selves. Wait, I wanted to see something. 41. Okay, I was curious how many there were. I wonder if it changes when you start a new route. I feel like I should change her outfit, but I don't know what else to put her in right now. I didn't make any other outfits. I'm also supposed to make something else today. Whoa. Let me save. Okay, we will read the longer and steamier epilogue in Tailor Tells Plus. Get the plus for his character. No. It'll cost $28.50 to continue the next chapter. I'm daydreaming of Neil. I am still a bit unsure whether or not any of this was real. The fight with his parents, Neil's love confession and mine, the many kisses. It was last night that he took me home, and we kissed goodnight in front of my store. His kisses have left me aching for more. Especially considering the fact we love each other. That still feels weird to say. Neil loves me. He's actually admitted it. Then there's the bad stuff. Neil being cut off from his family's wealth, even though it was entirely by his own choice. I don't know what's going to happen now. On one hand, it's terrifying. On the other hand, it's exhilarating. Mostly, though, I'm nervously waiting to see Neil again. The door chimes. My eyes widen when I realize my customer is none other than Neil's mother, Evelyn. Good day, Zora. She greets me politely. I'm starting to get sweaty palms. What is she doing here? Is she going to scold me? Warn me to never come near Neil again? Good day, I force myself to say. Evelyn looks around the shop for a bit, taking her time to say what she came here to say. It was unfortunate how things ended yesterday. Don't you agree? Yes, I say, trying to be as polite as possible. Marcus doesn't know what's good for our son. He's stubborn and unchanging in his ways. He believes Neil should follow in his footsteps and to take over the hospital as CEO. I've tried time and time again, yet in the end, nothing really seems to have any influence. Neil went along with whatever Marcus said, and my poor son kept overworking himself at the job he loathed. She walks over towards the counter with a slight and sad smile on her face. And then something miraculous happened last night. Neil finally found his inner strength and stood up for his own needs, and I have you to thank for it all. Me? I'm stunned. Is she complimenting me? But isn't it Neil who stood up his father? I didn't have any part in it. Evelyn gives me a graceful smile. That's correct. While you may have been pretending to be Neil's fiancé, I can tell that the both of you are very close. I'm very grateful that you managed to ignite a fire in him so that he could finally take charge of his own destiny. She takes a small sigh, closing her eyes. Marcus should concede to the fact that Neil won't be taking over. We're in the modern age now. There's no need to keep the business in the family. Plenty of other wonderful young men can step up and take over. What I want for my son is for him to be happy. So please, Laura, continue making my lovely son happy. It's noon. I don't know what to say. I'm pretty sure I look like a fish out of water, gaping at her with no words coming out. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Please don't be shy and come visit us again. I'm not going to let Marcus cut off our only son and his lover. Lover? I blushed something fierce, wishing I could crawl behind my counter and never come out. Have a nice day, Zora. I wish you all the best with my son. Evelyn bids me goodbye. She finally leaves the store. I wonder if her friend's gonna stop by. I know it's like the epilogue, but we haven't seen her friend in a really long time. I try to gather my thoughts. Evelyn personally came over to tell me that she was grateful for whatever I did to Neil to make him stand up to his father. I feel like I didn't do much at all. It was Neil that decided to announce his departure from the hospital. It was all a surprise to me as well, but Evelyn seems to think I had a hand in helping facilitate it. And now she's giving me her blessing to continue making her son happy? Is it really that obvious there's something going on between Neil and me? This is embarrassing. The door chimes once more, and I look up with a bundle of nerves in my stomach. Speak of the devil. Neil, I call out to him as my heart starts to beat faster. Did I see my mother walk out of the store? Am I imagining things? What are you doing here? I ask him. My heart already starts to beat faster. I didn't realize I missed him this much. It's only been like half a day since I last saw him. Neil coughs in his hand and looking away from me. I wanted to see you. And just like that, my heart is fluttering again. Anyways, back to my question. What's my mother doing here? Oh, I think she gave us her blessings? I'm still a bit unsure. Her blessings? What do you mean? Did she say anything else? She came over to say that she hopes to make you happy and that the both of us are still welcome to visit her again. I'm pretty sure she means to say that you're not cut off from the family. Neil hunches his shoulders, looking embarrassed all of a sudden. She said that? That's good, right? You're still a forester. He grumbles a bit. I don't care about that. I mean, she said something as sappy as you making me happy. I feel myself turning shy as well. It's what she said. Neil scratches the back of his head, fluffing his black hair. I guess you do make me happy, he says very slowly, like it took him a lot of effort to admit. My heart pounds at his sudden honesty. Quiet down, you stupid organ. You can't keep making flips every time Neil says something even remotely romantic. I can't stop the grin from spreading on my face, though. Are you busy right now? He asked, trying to change the subject. No, those 4 customers haven't shown up yet, I say with a slight smile. Aren't I a customer? Depends. Are you interested in something? Definitely, he says, staring straight at me. I hide my blushing face behind my hands. Why is Neil so bold all of a sudden? Ever since last night, it's like a switch has been flipped, and he's suddenly filled with a lot more confidence. It's not good for my heart. I can show you some clothing you might like, I say, feeling a bit nervous.
Huh?
Some clothing? Neil asks, looking genuinely surprised. I quickly skitter over to the other side of the store and pick up one of the few male shirts I have. I hold it up to Neil. You can try this on, for example. I point towards the dressing room. I'm trying to suggest something not so innocent here. Neil obediently takes the shirt from my hands and walks towards the dressing room, closing the curtain behind him. I still gotta have those fearsome kind options, but we haven't gotten our achievement yet. We're sticking kind the whole time. Oh, I didn't read them. Anyways, the kind option says wait for Neil to finish. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait patiently, because I get too embarrassed. I patiently wait outside. After a couple of silent minutes, I hear Neil drawing closer to the curtain. Zara, can you help me with this? I hear Neil ask. I reach for the curtain to open it up until I'm suddenly grabbed by my wrist and pulled into the dressing room. I'm not sure I can make it through it. We'll try, but I might end up clicking through like that other time. I crash against Neil's bare chest and my skin feels like it's burning all of a sudden. He's half naked, holding the shirt I gave him in his hand. Come here, he says in this low, sexy voice. He lowers his face until it levels with mine and plants his lips against mine. I immediately lean into him, causing him to fall back against the wall. Neil drops the shirt in his hands and embraces me, pulling me against his warm body. He pushes back against my lips. All the bad thoughts and worries fly right out of my mind. It's just me and Neil right now, in this moment, moving our bodies together, writhing in excitement. His arms pull me in tighter, and my hands waver around on his bare back, clawing at him as he kisses me hard. I should have turned off the voices. His kisses are leaving me breathless. These new feelings are brewing inside me. It all feels lush and exciting, and most of all, warm. Neil's body against me makes me feel protected and warm. Like this, it feels like I'm seeing the real Neil without any pretenses. His lips are soft and gentle. but then hard and passionate the next second. Neil breaks away from my lips, and he takes that fuzzy warmth with him. His eyes are half open, and for a split second, I look into those golden orbs. I find myself lost within them. I love this man. Flutter my eyes closed and lean into him again, capturing his lips. Quiet. Wait, I don't remember what button brings up the volume. I don't remember what button brings up the volumes. Dang. Okay. He lets out a small moan against my lips, and I feel his body curve towards mine. My fingers keep brushing over his naked skin, touching him in all sorts of places and seeing how he reacts by twitching and moving his body. I part my lips, daring to lick his lips with my tongue until he does the same. Our tongues intertwine. Electricity soars through my body. It feels like we're on fire. Neil's breathing is heavy, and he keeps letting out these small grunts and rocks his body against me, each time harder than before. He pulls his tongue away from mine, then lowers his head so he can lick the skin on my neck. It makes me shiver, and I collapse in his arms. Before I know it, he's leaving kisses on the side of my neck, sucking on the more delicate spots. I bite my lips to prevent any noises coming out. His hand starts to crawl underneath my dress. That's when we're both pulled back to earth as we hear someone enter the store. Frantically, I pull away from Neil, my entire face flushed red, and my hair all tousled. I run out of the changing room and quickly make myself decent. My heart is running a marathon, and it's beating that fast. My heart is running a marathon. It's beating that fast. I try to calm myself down and flash a smile at the customer. The customer browses a bit before they leave. I anxiously let out a sigh. You can come out now, I tell Neil, who's been hiding in the changing room all this time. Neil emerges from the changing room, pushing back the curtain, showing up with his shirt back on. Oh, he forgot his tie. With a tousled look and red lips that took a beating, Neil turns to address me. You don't sell this kind of service to other customers, right? I laugh and then I kiss him again. My life with Neil is only just beginning. I got the achievement. Developer Celiana. I can read, guys. I'm so great at pronouncing words. Oh, that's when he was a kid. Publisher Pixiana. And they're going through in the background, those are the different CGs that were throughout the game. Yeah, it's kind of weird to see him with purple hair again. It's like I recognized him, but then like seeing him with black hair, I was like, oh yeah, that's more normal. Because he's had it for so much of the game at this point. Writer Celiana. I can best pronounce that. Programming, TDS, Assistant, Coder, Hiryu, and Celiana. Oh, and they have the voices. All the voices are right there. I feel like I've seen that name before. Joel Stutter. We will appreciate the credits. Beta testers. Special thanks. And all of the fans. Oh, what's this? An outfit? Natural 3, Angelic Natural 003. Achievement unlocked. I wasn't expecting a special outfit. Wait, I got 2 outfits. Ah. And it was ending. I think. Oh, I can't read it. It popped away too quickly. I like these clothes. Wait. You have completed a route. Do you want to rate this story and fill out a few questions? Can I do it later? Another ending. You have completed one ending. If you want to unlock the other ending, you have to start from chapter 25 again. Play chapter 25? No, it's okay. Start a new route. You can start a new character's route by going to the settings and selecting a new character. Okay. Alright, wait. I think I got free clothes. No. Oh, they're just achievement pictures. I really was hoping. Oh, I did get new clothes. Okay, wait. I thought they were gonna be like the outfits. Was there a new hair? Wait, there was. Wait. There's parades. You don't know how excited this is making me. Hold up. Is there anything else? I think oh, that's the other outfit. I think we're good. This outfit is making me really happy. Okay, wait. I don't know how to. Okay. I think that's everything, right? Okay. All these different backgrounds, but let's do this one. Except for I don't know how to actually take a picture. I don't know where they save if they do save. But there we have it. Oh wait, can I change the colors of these things? Yeah, I don't know if that actually saved anywhere, but let me see something real quick. Return. If I wanted to, can I? I can. Oh my gosh. Wait. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh wow. Okay. What? But I can't change the color of the outfit, right? Yeah, it's always gonna be yeah, because that's how it works. Okay, so this is, wow, this is really pretty. This is really pretty. Let's change. Oh, this can also change, huh? Ah, oh, sorry. I startle myself sometimes. Wait, if I do the darker purple. Yeah, I like this one. Just gonna screenshot that real quick. Real fast. Screenshot. That's so cute. It's so cute. Look at her. Okay, and then I'm gonna put on the other outfit real quick, but I'm gonna keep it in this outfit, which is why I did the finished. If I can just throw, oh right, I forgot how this works. Because you can layer clothes, which is really cool, but then I always forget about it. Boom. These are the new boots. I guess there were no new socks, so we're gonna put on these socks and I'll make them yellow so that it blends in a little bit better. I don't think there was a hat with it, so no hat. And then I like the braids. I like the braids better, so oh, I should have taken screenshots when those achievements popped up on the screen. But anyways, yeah. These are her new outfits. I know, I didn't change the hair, but I like this hair. Now if I really wanted to do a paisley inspired outfit, I could. Because that's a little bit more paisley. But, it's cute and it's a little sparkly. Okay. So that was the game. Give me a second. I'm going to... I finished Nils' route here in this game. And I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. I mean, I have an idea of things I can try, because I do want to try figuring out how to play games on my phone and also on my 3DS. And I have an idea. I mean, I'm going to try my phone. I might just try my phone tomorrow. I just don't know if it'll run smoothly, but I guess the only way to find out is to try it out, right? So, this is such a cute outfit. And look, it goes on my wallpaper. So I should make some more clothes. I feel like if I'm going to keep talking, I should be making clothes. Who didn't I make something for? Frankie doesn't wear very interesting clothes. I mean, it's like a flannel and jeans. But what I wish I could do actually is actually make leggings. Like, these are almost leggings, like leggings in the way that I would want them to be. They're just like, but they're very clearly jeans because of that. Because like, if I could do leggings, I could make Sabrina's outfit. But I guess I will. I came here and then I didn't know what to do. You know, maybe I'll make. I have this character I have not mentioned yet before. His name is Hansel. At least so it currently is. And I think I'm gonna leave it as Hansel. I just have to rename his cousin. But anyways, let me not focus on that because I was talking about my clothing. I was doing my clothing. Let's not get distracted. His color is blue though. What was I saying? Oh right, my clothing. So tomorrow I might try to play a phone game. It'll be a new avenue for me to play a phone game while doing all this. And I guess that's like looking kind of plain. I don't but I don't know if he would really have anything much on his shorts. He kind of lives in like a little bit of a fantasy world. Right, so I'll try playing Identity V tomorrow, I think. I think that's what I'm going to try to do, even though I have my doubts that it will work out. But I'm going to try that. And no, his clothes are too boring. I don't want to make his outfit. I'm going to try to make. I completely forgot what I was saying. I'm going to try playing Identity V tomorrow because Identity V is a game that one of my friends actually recommended me playing. He recommended it to me like almost a month ago now. And I do play it on my own time. Well, actually, no, it's over a month ago. I for a second thought we were still in August. Nope, he recommended it to me back in July. And he was like, hey, since you're going to be streaming, you can try this. It's like a game that I like, and also it's popular enough. And yeah, and I was like, okay. And I started playing it. It's been a little bit since I've actually like played it. But I kind of want to do, I kind of want a crop that's like ruffled like that. Are there ruffles in the shop? I didn't buy everything. Are there ruffles for shirts? It's like pattern or like the little design things. I get distracted so quickly. Anyways, so what I was saying was that I'm going to try to there's not. Wait, maybe there is. There is little scallops, big ruffles. Okay, we're gonna try these. And we're gonna bring this. I kind of want a ruffled crop, and I don't know why, but it's like really calling to me right now. We also need a couple of different skirts here. So I'm getting kind of tired of what we do have. Ooh, high-waisted. Okay. See how quickly you can spend your money here. Okay, anyway. That's what I'll try. I'm not very good at Identity V though, and that's my actual concern. That Identity V is like a game that I'm really bad at. I'm really bad at it, but I do want to try it more, and I'm like, should I try it on Steam? I mean on, oh my gosh, this is Stream. Ooh, wait, okay. What color should we do here? I'm not making this really for anyone in particular, but maybe I should be. maybe I should choose a character and we'll see what it would look like if they wore a ruffled crop. Ruffled crop top. What character? Maybe I'll try to go in line of Paisley. I feel like, well, I don't know if Paisley would really wear crop tops though. Oh, I'll try it anyway. Anyways, neckline. Okay, we'll try to make this a Paisley-esque type shirt to some extent. Because in all honesty, I'm not sure this will actually ever be a Paisley shirt. I probably should have gone for like tie again, but I spent a long time making an outfit inspired by tie last time. Anyways, so identity V. I'm not very good at it. I'm not good. I prefer playing the hunter because I'm not very good at the game. And it's like if I play it and I'm not very good at it, at least I know that I'm only bringing myself down, you know. But I want to get good at it. I want to get better at it because I would really like to. Sorry, I was like thinking maybe the base of the shirt should actually be orange, and I was like, what color should go with it? And then my brain went green because she hangs out with Miles a lot, but maybe it should be brown because Sabrina is her current best friend. I first went blue, but I think I've done that before. Blue and orange. What was I saying? Identity. I'm gonna try it, but I also feel like, should I try it? Because I'm not very good at it. And if I'm not very good at it, then it won't be very fun to watch me play, huh? But like, ooh, maybe I'll make an outfit inspired by their friend group. Okay, so we have that. Should I add in a pattern then? Just to like have a little bit of green like sprinkled on, just a little bit. I don't want it to be, oh maybe, it's not too bad. Let me try a different green. That's not green. I was trying to click the arrow. But yeah, I kind of want to play it in DV, and then it'll be like my intro into playing phone games on here. But I also don't know if I even should bother, is what I'm trying to say, because I'm not good at it. But maybe I should try. But it's like, I'm really bad at it, and I'm not very good at escaping the hunter. And I don't know if it'll be too powerful for my phone to both play it and guess we'll stick with that. Or maybe this will be blank and I'll actually put a design on the skirt. Let's try that for now. Well, let's do the skirt. Okay, we'll make the skirt brown, I'm thinking. And sorry, I like looking at all this. I kind of like the way that the mermaid skirt looks. So that's what we'll do here. Ooh, wait, that's neat. I can make more different types of overall dresses with this. Sorry, that's my brain. I like overall clothes. I guess I should like legitimately wrap up because it's way noon, and I was trying to do that, but I just got distracted because I get distracted really easily. I didn't want to like just talk and nothing be happening. Is that weird? Is that weird, or does that look okay? Ooh, maybe I'll do that. I still feel like I should get not a super big pattern. I don't want it to be like super everywhere, but let's see if we... That's not bad, that's not bad. Let's see what the other greens look like. Oh, but then I feel like it's missing... Well, the brown probably brings it together, but really the green and the orange should be in this like a similar place. Because it's Paisley who really brings him into the group. Yeah, now the shirt feels like it's missing something. There's a hemline. Maybe I should add sleeves? Farmer sleeves, bishop sleeves. Your girl getting distracted. No. Should I play it in DV tomorrow? That's the question. Because otherwise, I can actually start this other game I have on my computer called I mentioned it a couple days ago, I think. It was called Canvas Menage Canvas. Oh my gosh. But it's a demo of a game. It's a game demo. And so whatever it ends up being, you know, I don't know how long that one will play for. I did an EV, I can just try for a day, but then like what if I don't vibe with it? Oh, that's kind of neat. But now I feel like the shirt needs to have splattering on it. I don't even know which design that was. Oh, there's this one. Yeah, what do you guys think of that? I kind of like that. Let's Here we have it, my Miles Paisley Sabrina friend group outfit that I came up with right now because I wanted to do a roughly crop top, and I just combined their colors together. But I think, so how does this fit all of them? Well, I think Sabrina's color is brown, but also I think she wears like tighter fitting, not super tight, but like when I imagine her, she has like leggings and then like a jean skirt that is like short, but it's like a little tight, like, yeah, the leggings. And this skirt has like the tight feeling, right? But also a skirt, Paisley wears skirts, and Paisley wears long sleeves, which cover her legs, and Miles wears pants, which covers his legs. So there we cover that part. Ruffles, I want to do something ruffly, and I think they're ruffly people. That makes sense. Orange, Paisley, flowy sleeves. Miles likes more looser fitting things in general. But I don't think Sabrina covers her full arms, and I like Paisley also would have like sleeves, but I think she'd be fine without wearing a sweater. But like Miles is always wearing a hoodie. But I think this is a nice compromise. And there, I made it work, even though I just made it up. But yeah, that's kind of cute, isn't it? I don't know, I kind of like it. Yeah, there we go. Will I play Avidity V tomorrow? I don't know, I might ask around. I might ask some people and let's see what they think I should do. I have the means technically to do so. I just don't know that I will, like, if I'm ready to when I'm not very good at the game. But it would give me an excuse to play the game more often, I guess. Let's see, I'm just accessorizing now. But yeah, so that's that. I finished Neil's route. It's like weird, like I completed something. But I think, so if you missed the rest of my games, this is really what I should be saying right now. If you missed my other playthrough and you want to see the rest of Neil's route, you can go ahead and do that by hopping on over to my YouTube. On my YouTube channel, I have my VODs, and which I think actually did pop up in the chat earlier today. Like one of my timers worked out. Whoop whoop. Though I have 2 timers and only one of them worked out. So we're still troubleshooting that. But yeah, so we can yeah, I'll just copy that from there. Copy. So you can find all of my VODs here, even though I realized I was actually talking about my very specific playlist that has all my videos in it, and it'll have the other 2, like the last 2 I just did today and yesterday. I'll put them up either tomorrow or today. I'll try. I forget things pretty quickly, but it should be fine. So Tailor tells VODs here. And additionally, again, I am also playing what do you call it? I am also playing Beginnings and Always on, oh, that's cute. I'm also playing Beginnings and Always on Mondays. So if you want to watch more of Beginnings and Always, feel free to stop on by. on Monday, probably around 11 Central Time, about something like that. Monday, I will be playing More Beginnings Always. We are in the middle of step 2. I think I might have finally figured out what I'll be doing in regards to the option that's coming up. Yeah, I don't know what that saves. Anyways, we're gonna wear this now. I like the other outfit, but I'm pretty proud of this. I stole the boots from one of the outfits I won. Yeah, okay. And there's that. And then I might next week on Thursday, I might start Aiden's route. Aiden was the one I wanted to play in the first place. But I don't remember. But his story is longer. I ended up picking Neil partially because I wasn't sure Aiden's route was fully here, and also because Neil's was the shortest one of everyone listed. But blue hair, brown skin, guys. I don't know. Also, they're the 2 closest to my actual age of everyone. Yeah, they're the 2 closest to me in age. And that's what I will say on that. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do this next week starting Thursday. I won't do it tomorrow because I played it. But if I do play another route, I might switch it to 1 day instead of 3 days in a row. Like I did with Our Life. So when I first played Our Life, I played Now and Forever, which is the demo of the next game that they're working on. And I played that every day until I finished it. And now I'm just playing Our Life Beginnings and Always on Mondays. And then I played this game Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But I finished the route, so maybe if I play again, I'll just play on Thursdays. Let's see, collections. I can't even click on them again. But like, look, yeah, I finished 2 things. I also have to decide which one I would want to do next. It'd probably be one of these 2. I have to finish both endings to get all this. I'll have to do that on my downtime. I got most of his CGs, right? Yeah, just missing two there because I didn't play the Passionate 26, I'm assuming that is, and then 27. See, I can ramble for a long time once I get started talking about anything and nothing really. But yeah, so there we have it. Yeah, I finished Neil's route. I finished the gameplay. I feel like I should put her in glasses almost, but they only had 1 pair of glasses. But yeah, I keep being like, I'm done, and then I keep doing something else, and it's you know, that's not Regina's fault. They have sunglasses, but I'm not here for sunglasses. Oh, it's a different bow. It's a ribbon one, a lace one. I mean, I can word so well. Let me see if that looks better with this real quick. But I don't think they'll look super different. Oh wait, is it the black edges on it that's the different part? Yeah, that's the difference. Oh, doesn't look bad. It's okay, I'll stick with this one though. Yeah, so that's that. I'll be back tomorrow around the same time. And we'll see what I ended up deciding to do, because I do have a setup for a couple different things. Like I mentioned, I could play Canvas Menagerie, which is a demo. It would be the demo of that. I can try out some games I have that I haven't played yet. I just don't know how long everything will be and how many days it will take me, which is what's the hesitation part. And then I could also just try doing something a little bit different, like giving like playing on my phone, but like streaming here, because I want my character. Oh, when did Blurdy start? Sorry, Blurdy's playing Pokemon. I don't know much about what do you call it? raiding yet. I don't know. I saw when I was looking up stuff, it's like, oh, don't raid people you don't know. You know, like if you, yeah, don't do that. But I don't fully know anyone here yet. So I haven't raided anyone, but Blurdy's playing Pokemon if you want to stop by there. Blurdy Otome, I'm a fan. But anyways, let me change the screen and we'll put this up. I made this really quickly with just my mouse, so it's not like the prettiest right now, but it'll get better. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I'm actually going to end it now, and I will yes, I will stop talking and we will figure out what I do tomorrow. It'll be a surprise for all of us. It'll be what I feel like doing, I guess. Like when I started this game, I was like, I wasn't sure what I was going to do that day, and then I just started playing this one. Yeah, so again, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.